In the shattered ruins of the lands between, where gods wage wars and mortals crawl like ants beneath their feet, there is a name whispered in reverence and dread. Not because it promises salvation, but because it guarantees suffering. That name is mine, Malenia, Blade of Miquella. I have never known defeat. You will not change that. You think your strength, your courage, or your ambition makes you worthy to stand before me. Let me shatter that delusion. Let me show you what despair truly means. This world has always been a carcass, rotting from the inside out, consumed by greed and the lies of false gods. And I am the rot that spreads in its veins. I was forged not by choice, but by necessity. While others squandered their power in petty squabbles, I bled for a purpose. Every drop of my blood is soaked into this earth. I fought in wars that broke nations. I faced monsters that would make your blood freeze and your resolve shatter. Yet I endured. I triumphed. I was a blade forged in agony, wielded by a brother whose vision burned brighter than the stars themselves. Miquella, the unalloyed, the pure. He dreamed of salvation while I turned his enemies into dust. Together, we could have remade this world. But dreams are fragile things. Even the Haligtree, born of his divine will, withered beneath the weight of treachery. Miquella was taken, stolen from me, and in his absence, this cursed rot festered. Do you understand what that means? The rot didn't break me, it transformed me. It made me something beyond mortal comprehension. Do not mistake this as a confession or a plea. This is your warning. You've heard the stories, haven't you? Of Radon, the Star Scourge, the unrelenting titan who commanded gravity itself. I broke him. On a battlefield drenched in blood and ruin, we clashed until the very stars trembled. When my rot surged, there was no victory for either of us, only annihilation. I took his mind, I shattered his sanity, and still, I stood. No blade has felled me, no curse has broken me. I am the Scarlet Rot made flesh, a goddess birthed from torment and fury. Wherever I tread, life recoils. The air turns sour, the rivers run red, and the ground festers beneath my feet. You've seen the corpses, haven't you? Those who dared to challenge me. They thought they could take my remembrance. They thought they could claim my strength. All they found was death. I do not fight for glory. I do not fight for honor. I fight because I must. You think the rot is my weakness. It is my weapon. It is my revenge. It is the voice in your head screaming to turn back, even as you press forward. Do you feel it? The itching beneath your skin, the nausea in your gut. That's the Scarlet Rot already seeping into your flesh. It whispers to me. It laughs at your arrogance. You are nothing to me. Just another insect crawling into the maw of destruction, thinking you'll find salvation. But let me promise you this. You will find no mercy here. Only the endless, consuming embrace of decay. When you fall, and you will fall, your screams will join the chorus of those who came before you. Their voices echo in the Haligtree, a haunting hymn of those who thought they could best the undefeated. I will watch as the light leaves your eyes, as your body succumbs to the rot, and as your soul becomes another offering to my ascension. So come tarnished. Face me, test your strength. But remember this as your final truth. I am Malenia, Blade of Miquella. I am the rot that devours all. And you are already dead. Very well, you scum. If you choose to press on, you'll feel the truth of my words with every agonizing breath. Let me show you what happens when the undefeated rises to meet the unworthy. Let me drag you into the abyss that claimed so many before you. Do you feel it? That crawling sensation beneath your skin? That subtle itch in your throat? The Scarlet Rot has already begun its work. Every step you take towards me accelerates your decay. You do not fight me. You fight inevitability itself. But you still insist on trying, don't you? You would wager everything on this futile battle. You stand there as if you have nothing to lose. but I can see the truth in your eyes. There is something driving you, a cause, a dream, a hope that keeps you moving forward. Something you cannot bear to leave behind. And that will make this all the sweeter. I will not just destroy you, I will shatter your will. I will take the thing you hold most dear and reduce it to rot and ruin before your very eyes. Let me tell you what awaits you here. The Haligtree was once a sanctuary, a dream made flesh by Miquella's unyielding will. Its branches stretched toward the heavens, a promise of salvation for those cast aside by the Golden Order. But dreams are mere fantasies, and this dream was no different. The Haligtree is no sanctuary now. It is a tomb. The branches you see above are hollow, their vitality drained. The roots below are saturated with death, feeding on the corpses of the desperate and the damned. The enemies you have faced so far were nothing more than the Rot's heralds. They softened you, weakened you, prepared you for me. They were the opening act to the final performance. But I am the crescendo. I am the breaking point. When you finally draw your blade, when you muster the last of your courage to face me, remember this: the battle has already begun. From the moment you stepped foot in Elphael, you have been fighting the Rot. Every breath you've taken, every wound you've suffered, it has all been part of this war. And I am the Rot given form. When my blade descends, you will understand. Every cut I make will not simply harm you, it will unmake you. The Scarlet Rot is not a weapon, it is a force. It does not kill, it consumes. You think you can resist the Rot? No one resists the Rot. It is the inevitable conclusion of all things. Kingdoms fall, gods perish, and heroes fade into obscurity. But the Rot endures. It does not discriminate. It does not falter. It is a tide that drowns the world, and I am its harbinger. So go ahead. Raise your sword, cast your spells, summon your allies. None of it will matter. You cannot wound what is already broken. You cannot destroy what has already rotted away. Every moment you fight me, the Scarlet Rot will tighten its grip on you. It will seep into your veins, corrupting your body from within. Do not think this is personal. I do not hate you. I do not even see you. You are just another in a long line of fools who thought they could challenge the blade of Miquella. And like all the others, you will fall.